with unnatural phenomenons, eerie creatures, and chilling visuals that defy logic. The entire world is experiencing things that no one can explain.
I don't have to tell you, look at the moon. Look.
This incident has so much controversy. Recently, Katy Perry went to space, but it wasn't as simple as that. There was Jeff Bezos, and even Oprah was caught crying. Katy took a flower, Daisy, which is her daughter's name, but people think this was fake because she was in space for only 4 minutes, and not a single shot was shown of their craft in space from outside. And when they landed, the area around the craft was undisturbed, which doesn't make sense. And she kissed the ground like she had lived an eternity in space. What do you think?
Space!
Switched off. Across China, something deeply unsettling is happening. People are collapsing, randomly, silently, without warning. Videos keep surfacing, in malls, on sidewalks, even in schools. They just shut down. There's no clear cause, no warning signs, just bodies dropping like puppets with their strings cut. What makes this even more chilling? It's not happening anywhere else, only in China. Eye Show Glitch. While streaming, Eye Show Speed Eyes shapeshifted for a brief moment, morphing into reptilian. The change happened quickly, but was noticeable enough to spark wild theories. Some believe this is more proof of a deeper mystery surrounding public figures. Biblical signs. Rivers are turning red. Not just one, not just once. This is happening across the globe. Iran, China, Peru. Waters that once ran clear now look stained, thick, and crimson. Officials say it's algae. Others claim it's iron deposits or harmless sediment. But none of it feels harmless. Not when it's happening in completely separate places, all at once. Religious groups are calling it a sign, a warning, a biblical plague returning. Even scientists are starting to admit it's strange. Aerial phenomenon. One night in Japan, a man saw something strange in the sky. A perfect circle of purple light glowed above the houses. It didn't flash or move. It just stayed there, glowing in the dark. People stopped to look. Some said it was beautiful. Others felt scared. No one knew where it came from. Real angel. In another video, someone recorded a glowing figure at night. It wasn't a streetlight or a flashlight. It stood alone, shining like a star. Some called it an angel. It didn't move, didn't speak, just stood there, glowing. People watched in silence, unsure if they should feel weird or afraid. Sky passage. After the angel, then came something even stranger. In The Hague, above a lake, a black shape floated in the sky. It looked like a doorway. No frame, no lights, just a dark shape in the air. It appeared close to a government building. Some think it's a secret project. Others believe it's a door to somewhere else. Phantom concert.
You spent almost $1,000 on a ticket, right? And you can't remember anything?
It felt like so surreal. Afterwards, as we were leaving, I was like, did she play this song? I don't remember this song. I don't remember her doing that. And just little things like that. But I do remember going to the concert.
One fan paid over $1,000 to see Taylor Swift live. But after the show, they remembered nothing. Not one song, not one dance move, just a blank space in their head. People started calling it Taylor amnesia. Experts say strong emotions can make your brain forget everything. It's rare, but when it happens, it's scary. You wait your whole life for a moment, then it's just gone.
And memory are closely intertwined, and if you have a strong emotion, you can either heighten a memory or you can suppress it. And in the Taylor Swift concerts, it looks like it was so exciting that they forgot a lot of it.
Ghost Savior. In February 2024, wildfires hit the coast of Chile, but something strange appeared in the middle of the flames. A dark shadow moved through the smoke. It didn't look like a person or an animal. It felt like something else, something that shouldn't be there. Some said it was a spirit watching from the fire. People who saw it never forgot how it made them feel. Creepy symbolism. In April 2018, Kate Middleton walked out in a bright red dress after having her third baby, but something about that dress felt off. It looked exactly like the one in Rosemary's Baby, a movie about dark secrets and rituals. It wasn't just a fashion moment. It looked like a message hiding in plain sight. Maybe it meant nothing, or maybe it meant everything. Lady Malfunction.
Get a bit closer. If you look at Anne.
A strange video of Lady Gaga walking to her car shocked the internet. She suddenly stopped mid-step and stood completely still, like she froze in time. No blinking, no moving, just frozen. Then, out of nowhere, she kept walking like nothing happened. People said it looked like mind control. And when fans pulled up other clips of celebrities doing the same thing, it didn't seem so random anymore. Sold Soul. In a live interview, Katy Perry dropped a chilling line. "So, I sold my soul to the devil."
I sold my soul to the devil.
She said it with a smile, but many didn't laugh. Some brushed it off as a joke. Others took it seriously. They believe fame comes with a hidden cost, and that some celebrities pay it in ways the public never sees. When moments like this slip out, they feel like a peek behind the curtain. Human sacrifice. On August 10th, 2016, an unknown individual posted a video that showed some sacrifice taking place. The individuals were covered in black robes except the woman, who was about to be sacrificed. Moments later, they formed a circle and performed a satanic ritual. Then, one of them approached the woman as she lay down, while they were holding a knife. And then this happened. Whoever was recording got terrified and immediately left the area. The footage was later leaked and confirmed that it took place on the grounds of the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Unseen force. This woman was casually walking to her car when suddenly some unseen force did the impossible. It looked like she was initially pushed to the side, and then something or someone dragged her. The video has been proven to be real, and some said that it was an invisible wire, that it got stuck to the van and she got caught up in it. But after re-watching the clip, you will notice that her hair was pulled from the back, so it is not possible that it was a wire. Secret gesture. At Donald Trump's inauguration, Eric Trump made a strange hand sign, a triangle turned upside down. It didn't take long for people online to point it out. Many said it looked just like symbols used by secret groups like the Freemasons or the Illuminati. Whether it was on purpose or not, the moment stirred up talk about hidden power, secret codes, and the people pulling strings behind the scenes. Eerie glitch. It looks strange at first, like a glitch in real life, but this shadow on the wall isn't fake or spooky. It's something called a thermal shadow. When a person blocks sunlight from hitting a surface, they keep that spot cooler than the rest. If the wind is light and the sky is clear, their shadow stays behind for a while, even after they walk away. The heat from the sun moves fast at the speed of light. That's why the cooler shape remains. It's science with an eerie look. Atomic ghosts. These aren't drawings. They're real photos from Hiroshima after the unfortunate day. The white walls and streets captured the final moments of people who were there. Their bodies blocked the intense flash of light for a split second, and what remained were their shadows. A person with a cane, shapes on a bridge, outlines of those who stood still for just a second too long. The heat erased almost everything, but their memory. Creepy smile. During a regular interview, former U.S. Ambassador Kent Wiedemann suddenly changed. His smile, slow, creepy, and completely out of place. This creeped out everyone watching. He had no reason to smile, no joke was made, and no reaction was needed. It felt like a glitch, like something in his brain snapped for a second. Some believe it was a trigger word that broke the mind control. Whatever happened, the moment didn't feel normal, and people haven't stopped talking about it since. Skyfall. Is the universe playing tricks on us, or did Goku just pass by? Sure, it looks like a meteor streaking across the night sky, but who's to say it's not something else entirely? Stretching man. A year ago in Thailand, a quiet home camera caught something no one could explain. The video shows a man standing near a table. Everything looks normal, until his arm suddenly stretches across the room to grab a water bottle. It doesn't glitch, it doesn't blur. The movement looks clean and real. The weirdest part? He stares straight into the camera right after, like he knew it was watching. With his arm stretching like it did, I can only rule out the video to be a fake. Jesus still alive? Inside a small church, someone was filming casually, until something creepy happened. The statue of Jesus, frozen in place, slowly opened its eyes, not blinking, just opening. That alone gave people chills, but then it happened again in another video. This time, the statue moved. The second clip had perfect lighting and clear focus. Some think it was scripted, others aren't so sure. Either way, watching stone come to life in broad daylight is enough to make anyone uneasy. Flying ships. Apparently, ships don't only sail on the ocean, but also fly above it. When ships are recorded from enough distance, it creates a mirage. That results in this. A neat optical illusion. Or do ships have repulsion systems? You decide. Don't stop. Late at night, on a quiet dirt road, a man spotted a woman walking alone. He thought about stopping to help, until he got closer. Her body didn't move right, her legs bent the wrong way, and her steps looked twisted, like her joints were broken. But what truly froze him was her head turning all the way around. She looked right at him, with her face now facing backward. Before he could react, she started running straight toward his car. That's when he hit the gas and never looked back. He didn't want to find out who she was. Rainwater glitch. In two different places, something strange happened, and it was caught on camera. Rain was falling, but only in one small spot. The rest of the road and sky completely dry. One video showed it falling over a parked car, like the clouds had picked just that spot. The other showed a puddle growing, while everything around stayed untouched. It looked fake, but it was real. Some say this proves the world isn't what we think it is, like someone's testing the system, or it glitched in front of our eyes. Mystery Man. At a political summit packed with world leaders, cameras caught someone unexpected. He wasn't on the guest list and didn't even look fully human. His head was tall and cone-shaped, with rough skin and odd marks that looked reptilian. Everyone else looked normal on video, but this one person glitched just for a moment. Maybe not human at all, and somehow he still showed up at the most important meeting of the year. Not a dog. A woman was driving on a quiet road when she saw something ahead. At first, she thought it was just a stray dog, maybe even a wolf. But as her car got closer, her heart dropped. This thing was too big, way too big. And the way it moved, it wasn't normal. Its body looked twisted, and it didn't move like any animal she'd ever seen. Locals call it the devil's dog, and she's sure that's what she saw. But deep down, she wonders if it was even a dog at all. Tree creature. At first, the tree looked empty, nothing strange. But when the man slowed down his footage, something creepy showed up. Tucked between the branches was a creature with glowing eyes and a tiny body. It had a head that didn't look human or animal. It just stared at him. The man felt something strange, like he was being watched, and ran off. When we zoom in on the image, it's clear. This wasn't a bird or monkey. It was something else. No wonder the tree creatures hide themselves from the world, and we are still unsure what lurks in the woods. Horses walking on water.
Hey, buddies. Did you get scared?
Apparently, horses have had an update since I last rode them. 2 wild horses were caught glitching their way through a river by floating on the watery surface. Okay, don't put pressure on your little minds. This is actually an optical illusion. The people in the boat are moving, which creates an illusion of horses on the water.
Hey, buddies. Did you get scared?
Snake dragon. A villager found this strange serpent near a sewer, and what he saw left him speechless. At first, it looked like a snake, but its head was off, way off. It had 2 long, sharp horns coming out of its skull, and its face stretched out unnaturally. The fangs were large and curved, not like any snake known to science. The man filmed it carefully, keeping his distance. He didn't know if it could jump or bite. One thing is clear. That was not a normal snake. Demon. This thing wasn't a dragon from a fairy tale. It was way more terrifying. A creepy video once surfaced from Dallas, Texas, showing a winged creature perched on an electric tower. Its wings slowly opened, stretched wide like it was ready to launch. Then it closed them again, like it was waiting. Not long after, it vanished, either into the sky or maybe straight back into the shadows. What makes this even scarier? That original video is now wiped from the internet. Lucky man. This man swears he almost got pulled into the sky. His video shows what looks like a beam of light or some kind of chute above his head. He's panicking, breathing hard, trying to stay grounded. And just like that, it stops. He believed something tried to take him, and he barely made it out. Moving rock creature. This was filmed in Africa, and it still makes zero sense. A weird, glowing creature moves across the ground, sliding without legs, kind of like a centipede. But here's the thing, when the person picked it up, it had no legs at all. None. The texture was shiny, almost like polished metal or alien skin. The glow didn't flicker like a reflection. It pulsed. Some folks think it's a living thing. Others believe it's some kind of ancient tech, something that shouldn't exist anymore. Either way, no one's figured out what it is. Dirt tentacles. The first clip shows a weird, blob-like creature rolling in the dirt, with slimy tentacles squirming out of its body. It doesn't walk or crawl, just wiggles like something out of a nightmare. But here's the kicker. This exact creature popped up again, way across the world. In that video, it had a cat trapped near it, like it had lured it in. Both videos claim to be real. And if that's true, then there's something out there slinking through the dirt that no one can explain. Live abduction. In late March, a California resident pointed their camera at the sky and caught something wild. A saucer-shaped UFO hovered above a quiet neighborhood. But that wasn't all. Underneath the craft were dark floating figures, just hovering there, still, not falling, not moving. The person recording didn't know if they were aliens or humans somehow caught in something else entirely. My guess? Someone played around with editing software, but if it's real, that's one of the most terrifying things I've seen. Fiery shower. Now this one's wild. A guy casually chilling under what looks like a literal fire shower. Flames are mixing with water, and he's just standing there, completely unbothered. The science behind it is nuts. Apparently, methane gas is escaping from underground and someone lit it. But because the water volume is higher than the gas, it didn't catch him on fire. Still, this is not your average spa day. Definitely not recommended. Floating rocks. Don't do what this person just did, because this glitch can be unfortunate for you. A construction worker was caught walking on rocks that are not behaving like rocks. With each step, there is a ripple, much like how it happens to water. But these are pebbles. They appear to be in a semi-liquid stage, which is why you should avoid it. Think of it as rock quicksand. If the surface breaks, you can get trapped underneath. But I have no idea what this is, or how it's even possible. Shore Kraken. In January 2023, a giant octopus-like creature was spotted near the coast of Guatemala. It was wrapped around an old stone pillar, its tentacles hanging low and twitching like it had just crawled out of the ocean. Octopuses can get big, sure, but this one looked way too massive to be real. Honestly, it felt more like a movie prop than a living thing. What's interesting is that just days later, another sea creature with similar features popped up nearby. That one turned out to be a giant squid. So either we're seeing ocean creatures grow to wild new sizes, or someone's faking it real good. Venom Sip. For years, Hillary Clinton has been wrapped up in wild theories, especially the one calling her the Lizard Queen. But the latest clip adds a new twist. In the video, she's calmly holding a glass of water and adds a few drops of a mysterious green liquid before taking a sip. Nothing big. No reaction. But internet detectives went nuts over it. They say reptiles produce venom, and this was her dose. Could just be vitamins, could be nothing. Still, with all the weird clips tied to her, this one only fuels the fire. White creature. This new footage from Mexico is freaking people out. A huge-headed figure wearing all white was caught walking around in the middle of the night. But here's what's off. It doesn't move like a person. Its body bends and jerks in a super unnatural way. It almost looks like it's glitching. The creature doesn't respond to the person filming and just keeps floating past, like it's not even fully there. That thing gives off major don't stick around energy. Walking trees. This footage from Maryland seriously looks bizarre. A couple trees are seen literally walking. The first one drags itself forward. Then another starts doing the same thing. It's so weird. Even if there's some kind of machine pulling them, you'd expect them to fall over or tip, right? But these trees are upright and just marching. No one's been able to explain it properly. And honestly, I don't think I want to camp near any forest acting like this. Captain America's. Okay, Marvel fans might get hyped for this one, but no. You're not seeing an army of Captain Americas. These are inflatable tanks from World War II. Yeah, real talk. Winston Churchill approved these giant balloon tanks to trick the enemy during the war. From a distance, they looked real enough to fool planes and scouts. Super smart and low-key hilarious. Dancing cat. Now this one had the whole internet laughing. A random security camera picked up a stray cat doing full-on dance moves in someone's front yard. I mean, this cat is grooving like it's on Dancing with the Stars. The clip became instant meme material. Of course, it's totally fake. No way a real cat dances like that, unless it's possessed by a pop star's ghost. Still, 10 out of 10 for entertainment. Gravewalker. A video dropped online from an unknown account, and it's wild. It shows what looks like an actual zombie creeping out of a graveyard in Mexico. The footage is dark, grainy, and straight up disturbing. The figure is limping, hunched over, and holding something that looks a lot like a bone. Someone seriously needs to explain what that thing is, because it doesn't look like anyone you'd want to meet after sunset. Lightning creature. While playing with his toys, a glowing lightning ball floated right in. It zipped around the room, making these weird buzzing and thunder-like noises. But here's the freaky part. It moved like it had a mind of its own. Some people think it's a fairy, others say it's ball lightning, but nobody really knows what it was. All we know is, it wasn't acting like normal electricity. Back from Pyre. This one had everyone talking across the globe. An old man in India was declared gone, and people started preparing for his last rites. But as they laid him on the wooden platform, he sat up. No joke. He looked weak, but alive and hungry. People gave him water and food right there. The scene was caught on camera and spread everywhere, with people questioning how he came back. Cold revival. In a morgue in Russia, a CCTV clip captured something no one was ready for. A man, already declared gone and covered with a white sheet, began to twitch. Then his whole arm moved. Slowly, he pulled the sheet off and struggled to sit up. What made it even scarier? The surgical tools for his autopsy were lying right next to him. The staff said they didn't know how this could happen, and to this day, no one has seen the man again. It's like he rose, stood up, and vanished. Awake. Two clips, two different nightmares. In the first one, a janitor recorded a body bag moving on its own, not shaking or falling, actually moving from the inside. But then came the second clip. During a funeral in Indonesia, a camera zoomed in on the coffin. You can see it, a hand waving from inside. The worst part? No one saw it at the time, and the body was buried. That moment is now frozen in the footage, replayed by thousands who can't believe what they're seeing. Mirror World. This video is like stepping into a glitch in reality. It starts off normal, just a person filming a shiny glass panel. But as they step closer, the reflection doesn't behave like it should. It pulls them in. What they see next looks like our world, but twisted, flipped like a painting inside a dream. Trees stand upside down, buildings lean at strange angles, and the light feels wrong. It's like they crossed over into a copy of our world. Not edited, not filtered, just different. Circle ritual. A mysterious video shows 4 teenagers standing in a perfect circle, leaning backward in unison, like they were about to collapse. But they don't fall, they just stay there, frozen in this strange, almost robotic pose. No info on where it was filmed or who posted it. That only adds to the fear. This doesn't feel like something normal teens would do, and whatever was happening in that circle didn't feel human. Sun's mystery. In July 2024, something insane happened in China. During sunset, the sky didn't just have one sun, it had 4. The real one sat bright in the center, while 3 dimmer, eerie duplicates hovered beside it. Scientists called it a sun dog, a rare optical illusion caused by ice crystals. But online, people weren't buying it. What do you think this was? Let me know in the comments. Road nightmare. This clip had everyone freaking out. A group of bikers in India were riding through a dark, empty road when they spotted something walking slowly ahead. Thin, pale, moving like a shadow. People thought it was an alien. Truth came out that it was a mentally unwell woman, walking alone. The sight was strange, but the truth hit even harder. It was a reminder that real-life horror doesn't always come from the paranormal. Sometimes it's much closer to home. Creeping ground. A tourist in Taiwan filmed something so strange, it looked like the ground was alive. No, seriously, the entire surface was crawling with millions, maybe billions, of millipedes, all moving in the same direction like they were answering some weird call. It almost looked fake, like some glitchy video effect. But nope. It was real. Apparently, mass millipede migrations do happen, but they're super rare. Still, there's something off about it. Looped box. Dashcam caught something that doesn't make sense no matter how many times you watch it. A box falls off a moving truck, bounces once, and instead of flying backwards like it should, it jumps back into the truck. Sounds wild already, right? But then, it happened again. Same box, same motion, same impossible leap. Never landing.
Man, it's like standing still.
2 different videos, same weird situation. Planes in the sky that just stop. They're not crashing, not landing, just frozen in midair like someone hit pause on reality. Viewers were quick to scream, glitch in the matrix. And honestly, it's hard to blame them. While there are weather reasons this can happen, like strong winds canceling forward movement, it doesn't make it less creepy, because when something that massive looks like it's hovering in place like a balloon, it breaks your brain just a little.
What?
Subscribers pick. Passenger on a commercial flight spotted something strange outside their window. At first, it was just a dark shadow in the clouds, but then it started getting bigger, fast. They pulled out their phone to record, and that's when things got weird. It looked exactly like a person, flying in the sky. Not falling, not floating, just flying. And the craziest part? That figure turned its head and looked straight at them. Within seconds, it zipped off into the clouds. Very strange indeed. Thank you for watching.